Good morning, future legends. Today, I'm here to set our soul ablaze with a powerful truth. Rise before you shine. Success isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It's earned through the grind, the hustle, and the unwavering commitment to rise each day long before the world sees your light. Shining is the reward, but rising is the journey. We'll uncover how to master that journey. This isn't just a speech. It's a blueprint to build a life where you rise through discipline, resilience, and courage. So when your moment to shine arrives, it's undeniable. You'll learn practical steps to rise daily. Hear stories of those who rose through the shadows to shine brightly and ignite the fire to keep rising, no matter the odds. Rise before you shine means showing up, putting in the work, and trusting the process. Because the sunrise of your success is built on the hard-fought dawns of your effort. Let's dive into this journey together and commit to rising every day. So when we shine, the world can't look away. Rise before you shine begins with waking up in the shadows to rise. The shadows, the early, unseen hours, are where your journey starts, where you rise through quiet effort before the world notices your brilliance. Waking up in the shadows means embracing the early grind, the moments when no one's watching, to lay the foundation for your shine. It's about rising before the sun, before the applause, and committing to the work that others won't see. This unseen effort is where your strength is forged, where you build the habits that lead to success. It's the discipline of starting your day with purpose, ensuring you rise with a focus that sets the tone for everything that follows. The shadows aren't a place to fear. They're a sacred space where you cultivate the resilience and drive that will one day make you shine. Let me tell you about a woman named Madam C.J. Walker, a trailblazing entrepreneur. Madam Walker woke up in the shadows to rise, building a hair care empire in the early 1900s as a black woman, becoming one of America's first self-made female millionaires. Born to formerly enslaved parents, she started as a washerwoman, working late nights to create hair products for black women. She rose early to sell door to door, facing racism and rejection. But her persistence turned her small operation into a national business, empowering thousands of women through jobs and education. Why did Madam Walker shine? Because she woke up in the shadows to rise. To wake up in the shadows, set your alarm 30 minutes earlier tomorrow, say 5:30 a.m., and use that time for one focused task, like writing a business plan or meditating to clear your mind. Create a morning ritual, like a glass of water and a quick stretch, to signal the start of your rise. Reflect daily on how this early effort builds your foundation, noting a small win, like a clear idea from meditation. This discipline will ensure you rise before you shine, laying the groundwork in the shadows for a brilliance the world can't ignore. Rise before you shine means rising through the weight of the grind. The daily, relentless effort is heavy, but it's the crucible where you rise, shaping the strength that leads to your shine. Rising through the grind means embracing the hard work, the repetition, and the struggle, knowing that each effort lifts you higher. It's about showing up consistently, even when the load feels unbearable, ensuring you rise with a toughness that prepares you for success. The grind isn't glamorous, it's sweaty, messy, and often thankless, but it's the path to greatness. By rising through it, you build the endurance and grit that make your shine inevitable. Consider the story of a man named Jonas Salk, the scientist who developed the polio vaccine. Jonas rose through the weight of the grind, working tirelessly in his lab for years, testing thousands of samples to find a cure, saving millions of lives by 1955. He faced setbacks, like failed trials, and worked long hours with little recognition. but his grind paid off when his vaccine eradicated a global scourge. Why did Jonas shine? Because he rose through the weight of the grind. To rise through the grind, commit to one daily task, like studying for an exam for an hour, and stick to it, even when you're tired. Break it into chunks, like 20-minute sessions, and track your progress with a checklist to stay motivated. Celebrate small wins, like mastering a topic, with a reward, such as a favorite snack. Reflect weekly on how the grind strengthens you, noting a skill gained, like better focus. This persistence will ensure you rise before you shine, turning the weight of the grind into the foundation of your success. Rise before you shine means building your dawn with unbreakable discipline. Discipline is the scaffolding of your rise, ensuring you rise each day with a structure that leads to your shining moment. Building your dawn with discipline means creating routines that keep you rising, a framework of habits that ensures consistency. It's about prioritizing your goals over distractions, ensuring you rise with a focus that nothing can derail. Discipline turns your early efforts into a steady climb, ensuring your dawn, the start of your success, is built on a foundation that won't crack under pressure. Take the story of a woman named Zaha Hadid, a groundbreaking architect. Zaha built her dawn with unbreakable discipline, designing iconic buildings like the London Aquatic Centre despite early rejections, becoming the first woman to win the Pritzker Prize in 2004. She worked late, nights sketching, refining her vision through disciplined study, even when her bold designs were dismissed. Her routines kept her rising, leading to a legacy that shines in architecture. Why did Zaha shine? Because she built her dawn with unbreakable discipline. To build your dawn, establish one disciplined habit like a daily workout and commit to it, starting with 15 minutes of exercise each morning. Use a timer to stay on track and pair it with a cue like laying out your gym clothes the night before. Reflect weekly on how discipline shapes your rise, noting improved energy or focus. Add a new habit like meal prepping to strengthen your dawn. This structure will ensure you rise before you shine, building a dawn that leads to brilliance. Rise before you shine means rising above the fog of fear. Fear can cloud your journey, but rising above ensures you keep moving toward the sunlight of your shine with clarity and courage. Rising above fear means confronting your doubts head on, refusing to let them obscure your path. It's about pushing through the fog with bravery, ensuring you rise with a vision that cuts through uncertainty. Fear tries to dim your light, but by rising above it, you ensure your shine is unstoppable, illuminating even the darkest corners of your journey. Let me share the story of a man named George Washington Carver, an agricultural scientist. George rose above the fog of fear, innovating farming methods in the segregated South despite threats, helping black farmers thrive in the early 1900s. Born into slavery, he faced fear of failure and violence, but kept going, developing crop rotation and peanut products, earning global acclaim. Why did George shine? Because he rose above the fog of fear. To rise above fear, identify one fear, like public speaking, and face it by taking a small step, such as joining a speaking club. Prepare with practice, like rehearsing a 2-minute speech, and visualize success to build confidence. Reflect on how overcoming fear lifts you, noting a moment of clarity, like connecting with an audience. This courage will ensure you rise before you shine, clearing the fog to reveal your brilliance. Rise before you shine means fueling your rise with relentless passion. Passion is the fire that keeps you rising, ensuring you move toward your shine with a drive that burns through any obstacle. Fueling with passion means tapping into what sets your soul ablaze, using that energy to rise each day with purpose. It's about letting your love for your journey propel you, ensuring you rise with a heat that nothing can extinguish. passion makes the early mornings and late nights worth it, turning your rise into a blazing ascent toward your shine. Consider the story of a woman named Isadora Duncan, a dancer who revolutionized modern dance. Isadora fueled her rise with relentless passion, creating freeform dance in the early 1900s. Despite criticism, inspiring a movement that lives on, she barefoot defying norms and poured her emotions into every performance, even through personal tragedies. Her passion kept her rising, leading to a legacy shines. Why did Isadora shine? Because she fueled her rise. With relentless passion. To fuel your rise, find what you're passionate about, like painting, and dedicate 20 minutes daily to it, such as sketching a new piece. Let that passion drive you. Creating a ritual, like playing music while you paint to enhance your joy. Reflect on how passion pushes you, noting a moment of flow. Share your work, like posting a sketch online, to amplify your energy. This passion will ensure you rise before you shine, igniting your journey. Rise before you shine means rising by lifting others along the way. Lifting others as you rise creates a shared ascent, ensuring you rise with a community that amplifies your shine when the time comes. Rising by lifting others means supporting those around you, sharing your journey to help them. Rise too. It's about building a network of growth, ensuring you rise with a collective strength that makes your shine brighter. When you lift others, you create a ripple effect. Your rise inspires theirs, and their progress fuels your own, turning your into a shared triumph. Take the story of a man named Bayard Rustin, a civil rights organizer. Bayard rose by lifting others, mentoring Martin Luther King Jr., and organizing the 1963 March on Washington, despite discrimination as a gay black man, shaping history. He faced arrests and marginalization, but kept going, teaching nonviolent resistance and empowering others to rise. Why did Bayard shine? Because he rose by lifting others along the way. To rise by lifting others. Mentor someone like a younger sibling by teaching them a skill, such as coding, for 30 minutes weekly. Celebrate their progress, like their first program, and encourage their dreams. Reflect on how lifting them lifts you, noting a moment of shared joy, like their excitement. This community will ensure you rise before you shine, building a collective ascent. Rise before you shine means rising through the cracks of failure. Failures leave cracks in your journey, but rising through them ensures you grow stronger, preparing you to shine with resilience. Rising through failure means seeing every setback as a chance to rebuild, using the cracks to let your light grow. It's about learning from mistakes, ensuring you rise with a wisdom that makes your shine unbreakable. Failure isn't the end, it's a teacher, showing you where to strengthen your foundation as you rise towards success. Let me tell you about a woman named Mary Leakey, a paleoanthropologist. Mary rose through the cracks of failure, discovering ancient human fossils in Africa, despite early rejections, reshaping our understanding of human origins. Her first expeditions failed to gain funding, but she kept digging, uncovering the Latoli footprints in 1978, proving human ancestors walked upright 3.7 million years ago. Why did Mary shine? Because she rose through the cracks of failure. To rise through failure after a setback, like a rejected proposal, analyze one lesson, such as needing better research, and apply it by revising your work. Take a small step, like resubmitting, and celebrate progress, like a better draft. Reflect on how failure strengthens you, noting a new skill like persistence. This resilience will ensure you rise before you shine, turning cracks into growth. Rise before you shine means rising with the rhythm of consistency. Consistency is the beat of your rise, ensuring move steadily toward your shine with a rhythm that nothing can disrupt. Rising with consistency means showing up every day, keeping a steady pace that builds momentum over time. It's about maintaining your effort, ensuring you rise with a rhythm that turns small steps into a powerful ascent. Consistency transforms your journey into a dance of progress where each beat brings you closer to your shining moment. Consider the story of a man named Alvin Ailey, a choreographer. Alvin rose with the rhythm of consistency, founding the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater in 1958, performing Revelations. Despite financial struggles, creating a cultural legacy, he rehearsed daily even when audiences were small, building a company that shines globally today. Why did Alvin shine? Because he rose with the rhythm of consistency. To rise with consistency, commit to a daily habit like reading 10 pages of a leadership book, and do it at the same time each day, like after breakfast. Track your streak with a calendar, and if you miss a day, restart without guilt. Reflect on how consistency builds your rise, noting a new insight gained. This rhythm will ensure you rise before you shine, creating a steady ascent. Rise before you shine means rising by planting seeds of impact. Planting seeds as you rise ensures your journey leaves a legacy, preparing the ground for your shine to inspire others. Rising by planting seeds means creating a positive impact with every step, ensuring your rise benefits the world around you. It's about sowing the seeds of change, ensuring you rise with a purpose that grows into a shining legacy. These seeds, your actions, your kindness, blossom over time, ensuring your shine illuminates far beyond your own journey. Take the story of a woman named Rachel Carson, an environmentalist. Rachel rose by planting seeds of impact, writing Silent Spring in 1962 to expose pesticide dangers, sparking the environmental movement despite health struggles. Her work faced pushback from chemical companies, but she kept going, leading to the creation of the EPA. Why did Rachel shine? Because she rose by planting seeds of impact. To rise by planting seeds, volunteer weekly, like helping at a local shelter, and share a skill, such as teaching kids to read. Celebrate their growth, like a child's first book, and reflect on how your impact grows, noting a moment of connection. This purpose will ensure you rise before you shine. Planting seeds for a lasting legacy. Rise before you shine means rising with a vision of your shine. A vision of your future success keeps you rising, ensuring you move forward with a clarity that guides you to your brightest moment. Rising with a vision means picturing your shine, your ultimate success, and letting that image drive your daily rise. It's about keeping your eyes on the horizon, ensuring you rise with a focus that pulls you toward your dreams. A clear vision turns your rise into a purposeful climb, ensuring your shine is a destination you've always seen coming. Let me share the story of a man named Frank Lloyd Wright, an architect. Frank rose with a vision of his shine, designing iconic buildings like Falling Water in 1935, revolutionizing architecture despite career scandals. He visualized organic architecture, blending nature and design, and kept working toward it even through financial ruin, creating a legacy that shines today. Why did Frank shine? Because he rose with a vision of his shine. To rise with a vision, write down your dream like opening a bakery and visualize it daily, imagining the smell of fresh bread and happy customers. Take one step toward it, like baking a new recipe weekly, and reflect on how it aligns with your vision, noting a successful bake. This clarity will ensure you rise before you shine, guiding your journey with purpose. Rise before you shine is your anthem for greatness. Today, we've explored how to live it by waking in the shadows, rising through the grind, building your dawn with discipline, rising above fear, fueling with passion, lifting others, rising through failure, keeping a rhythm of consistency, planting seeds of impact, and rising with a vision of your shine. You are a riser, and your shine is coming. Close your eyes and see your journey, a path where every early morning, every grind, every disciplined step leads to a radiant shine. Feel the passion in your heart, the support of those you lift, the vision guiding you. This is your rise. Keep climbing it. Take one step today. Choose a goal like running a marathon and commit to rise for it. Face the grind with grit. Build discipline with habits. Rise above fear with courage. Fuel with passion. Lift others. Learn from failure. Stay consistent. Plant seeds and hold your vision. Share your rise with someone and watch it inspire them to rise too. You have the power to rise before you shine. A journey of growth, resilience, and impact. Keep rising and let your shine light up the world. Thank you for joining me. Now go out there and rise with unstoppable force until your shine becomes a beacon for all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Success Mindset.